How many times have you been on the road and almost been hit by another vehicle? If so, how many times have you looked over and saw that that person was an elderly that almost hit you? My name is Peyton Strictly, and today I want to talk about why I think that at the age of 65, elderly should have to retake their driver's test, and then every 2 years they just should have to retake it again. I think this is important to keep everyone safe on the road, including themselves and including others as well. The first point that I want to go into is that elderly drivers are more likely to get into accidents as they age. In 2014, about 221,000 were injured in accidents and 5,709 died in accidents. And then AAA states that per mile traveled, fatal crashes rates increase beginning at the age 65 and rise sharply after 80 due to increased risk of injury and medical complications. This shows that once senior citizens are reaching that certain age, they're starting to have more accidents. So that's why I think that we should have that age cutoff a little bit sooner where they need to retake it at 65, because then you're able to see if they're still able to drive or not. And I think this is important not only to keep that driver safe, but to keep everybody else safe as well. Cognitive issues also play a big role in this. About 1 in 9 people have Alzheimer's over the age of 65. That's about 11% of the population who is over the age of 65. And this can severely impact a person's ability to drive an automobile, making it unsafe for them and everybody else as well on the road. And then in general, elderly people are just having more automobile deaths. In Europe, every 5th person killed on the road is age 65 or older. I think that's a staggering number and that it can be prevented with this retake of a test. And then another quote, if safety levels don't improve, it is projected by 2050 that 1 in 3 road deaths will be an elderly person. Again, I think this is something that we need to just implement soon so that there's less deaths in the elderly. And then I want to go into a few little statistics. This one is asking the question to ages 18 to 65 plus. Do you favor or oppose requiring drivers older than 74 to take both written and driving tests in order to retain their license? 18 to 29, 70% say yes. 30 to 44, 77% say yes. 45 to 64, 58% say yes. And 39% say yes that are 65 or older. And that's because of biases that they want to keep their licenses. So I think that when majority of the population that's under the age of 65 is saying, yeah, I think that we need to implement some type of test for them to get their license back, I think it's important that we listen to that and mandate that. And then another little statistic, this is from 2021. Involvement of deadly drivers 65 plus in traffic fatalities, and this is 6,490. This is important to see because it shows that it's increasing from 2014 from that 5,000 number. So I think that's important to realize and make sure that we are implementing this test again. And then this one is saying fatal crashes per 100 million vehicle miles traveled. And the ages 16 to 24, which is what you would think would be the highest, they have 7, but actually the highest is the 75 and older range, which is 7.7. So it's showing that those accidents are starting to happen around those ages. So again, I think that's why we need to implement it sooner than 75 so that we're seeing those improving numbers and that they're not even able to get their license back at that time, where they could have a fatal accident. And then I understand that some people would say that this is age discrimination or that elderly people aren't causing as many accidents as younger people in the population. While I do agree that young people are technically causing more accidents than the elderly, this could be because there's more young people on the road. Since there's more young people on the road, they're more likely to cause more accidents. I also believe that everyone should get some type of refresher every now and then to make sure they're updated on the rules of the road. But overall, the elderly are just causing more accidents, proportionally to the number of who are on the road. Overall, anyone over the age of 65 should have to retake their driver's test every 2 years. Elderly people are more likely to get in accidents, have cognitive issues that could affect them driving, and having fatal accidents. Thank you.